So, I noticed you got a haircut.
Oh, you like it?
No, not really.
Wow.
It's really awfully short.
Well, you know, sometimes you want to.
It looks like a little Dutch boy. Do you remember the little Dutch boy? You know.
My mother was a chocolatier, and now I like to eat it. I want to go into the road and start to something.
What the hell is that?
I'm a little Dutch boy.
Oh, okay.
Hello, my name is Yannick.
Hi, Yannick.
And I am in America to do the things with the American dream.
What the hell?
Yes. You put this in the universe. You said I looked like a little German boy.
No, I said you looked like a little Dutch boy.
Well, I don't know the difference.
Well, there's a difference.
I'm sure.
The Germans are quite different from the
God,
Dutch.
the Germans and the Dutch are going to be like...
The Dutch, you know, they're in the Netherlands. And
they're in the nethers?
yeah, well, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love a man's nethers
you know,
lands. Yeah.
Anyways. So.
Yeah. Did you do something to your finger?
Yes, I did.
Well, how about we start the show and you can talk about it? Okay.
Okay.
If you like your tea with a side of shade, just sit right back, cause you've got it made. These girls are here to gab and tish, and they do it all with a sassy swish. Always dusted, never busted, it's true, don't you know? Always dusted, never busted, it's the Punching Judys show.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to
Welcome
our
to the
12th
show.
episode.
Yeah. Oh,
Here we are.
look what you're wearing.
Oh, what?
Oh, you know, you're wearing that beautiful brooch I gave you last week.
This beautiful sparkle in my cleavage.
Sadly, it really doesn't go with your haircut.
I like the hair.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I like a little bob, a little pussycat wig.
Yeah, I know you like a Bob. And a Fred and a Charlie and a Josiah.
Hey, Josiah's the best one.
Josiah Winter.
No Walker, girl.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll try and not forget that.
Oh my gosh.
Or remember it.
You don't
something.
listen to me.
I do.
Oh, anyways, you know, here we are, episode 12.
Yeah,
Doing our thing.
that's right.
And you're waving around some mortal wound.
Listen, it's been a really hard week.
Oh yeah, and that way you're just crying out of nowhere. What happened, girl?
I decided to do something healthy for myself.
Oh yeah, what was that?
I decided to make a salad.
Okay.
I thought, well, here, it's the beginning of the year.
Okay, well.
And, well, it is. It's still the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
getting started a little late.
Well, yeah.
But I thought, well, I'll do something healthy.
Okay.
So I decided I'll make a salad.
What kind of salad? Was it a salad with like croutons and bacon bits and ranch dressing?
Well, of course. No, really. No, it was a healthy salad, actually.
What was in it?
Well, some apples.
Oh.
Yeah, some celery.
Ooh.
Yeah, some avocado.
Ooh.
I do love some avocado.
Girl, that would kill me.
What? Oh, really?
I'm allergic to avocado.
Oh, good to know.
Makes my lips makes my lip blow up like yours.
Oh, well.
Those big
that
old...
way you can afford afford to have your lips expanded without having to spend money.
Well, girl, I wouldn't want those freakish little things that you've got plastered onto your face.
You're jealous of my lips.
You're my butthole.
So I was cutting up some vegetables, and I cut off the end of my finger and part of my fingernail.
The whole one?
I did.
Like the tip?
Well, kind of,
Like the whole tip?
There was a big chunk of me laying there on the cutting board.
Did you put it in the salad?
What do you think?
Yeah, you might have.
No, I did not.
Well, you're a sick bitch. I can see that happening.
Listen, I would never.
Why not?
Because the nail part was in it.
Oh, I see. That's the part. That's where she draws the line.
I gotta draw a line.
Flesh, but once you bite
your
your
nails
nails
is terrible.
I bite my nails.
I've heard. Yeah.
Oh, I've
seen. Look at those fingernails.
Well, right now they're really long.
Well,
they're
that would call it
prime
relatively speaking.
Prime biting real estate tonight. I'm gonna bite them while I get home.
Oh dear.
Like corn on a
Do
cob.
you ever wear fingernails?
Yes,
Do you?
just not here
Oh well.
because you don't deserve that from me.
Well, it isn't in your contract, so I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't have to wear fingernails, I will not wear fingernails.
Yeah,
Because
that's
my
true.
whole thing is like women don't always wear fingernails.
No, they don't.
Women don't always paint the nails.
No, they
What's
don't.
wrong with a nude finger? A clean nude finger.
Well, nothing if you're playing. You're bad.
Hello. Coochie.
So how was your week? Did you cut anything off?
I cut off a few people.
Oh.
Yeah, and you're next.
Oh, you can't cut me off. You live with me.
Well, I can.
I'm surprised you weren't. Of course, I think you were out. You were out when I cut my finger because I was.
Yeah, I didn't hear your screams, or I would have been like dancing around the house. Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I did not scream, and it didn't hurt at first. I was like, "Well, what the hell did I just do?"
Yeah.
You know that feeling? You're just like, "Oh my God, I just cut off part of my finger."
So you were in shock.
Well, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it was. Well, you know, it was something. But we're not going to talk about it anymore.
That's what you get for thinking.
Stop stealing my lines.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you get for cutting.
Get your own lines.
Well, maybe you should get your own salad mandolin. Oh no, I can't trust you with a
Ooh,
mandolin.
I've seen some very terrible things happen with
We
mandolins.
might have to put a warning on this episode talking about body horror. Ugh.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's giving me the willies. One
Yeah,
time,
just- ooh, that's
folks,
bad.
I'm gonna share a story that's kind of creepy too.
Oh,
I was
all right. Do I have to label
Flash.
this part of the?
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
Yeah, if this kind of stuff makes you queasy, you know, I might have to edit it down later.
No, I don't think we'll have to edit it out. We're warning them.
Oh, all right.
It's not gonna be too gross.
All right. Well,
It's
go
just-
on.
So I was using some scissors.
Yeah.
Those little tiny sharp scissors.
Yes.
And I was just trimming up my beard at the time.
Oh,
I didn't have it. It's not obviously not now.
well, clearly.
But cutting, and I dropped them and went. Phew.
No. No. Oh no. Just
Right straight
no.
up into the top of my foot.
Dear God.
And so I look down and I go,
Oh my God.
and just blood.
Oh dear.
And then I call up my boyfriend at the time. I was like, I just stabbed myself with a pair of scissors. What do I do? And he said, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm bleeding everywhere. He's
Well,
like, well,
you
go
know.
to the hospital if it's that bad. I'm like, I don't want to go to the hospital.
Were you hysterical?
I was pretty hysterical.
I've seen you hysterical
Yeah,
before.
it's not fun. One time, my mother,
Well, listen, don't leave us in the lurch. Whatever happened? Did you go to the hospital?
no, I just had a bandage on it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was pretty bad.
It was okay.
Yeah. Did you get an infection?
Oh, no.
That's all. Listen, that's always my biggest worry is that I'm going to get some kind of a fabric infection.
Ew.
Yeah.
Is that when what happens to the fabric? It starts
Hey,
to, like,
listen.
starts to mold.
It does. It's
Ew.
bad.
It's all soggy and
Yeah,
moldy.
oh, it's terrible. Yeah. You do not want a fabric infection.
Well, luckily for you, it's much easier to add a new finger or add a new hand.
Well, you think, but it's not really.
No?
No, it's a very, very complex
what we
operation.
could do, we
you
could-
have to start out with one of those. Do you know those needlepoint rings? You have to start out with one of those, and then there's just lots of work. It's a lot of work.
See this little seam right here, Ruby? We could amputate and then sew a new hand back on.
Well, I know but there's no new hands to put on.
They just make a new one.
You think that's easy?
I don't know.
This is how you treat me. You
Well,
treat me
baby,
like
it's
I'm
easier.
just disposable.
It's easier than me. If you cut my hand off, you're not going back.
Well, if I cut your hand off, you'd be out of work.
If you cut my hand, I'd be out of a lot of things.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd have to use my mouth more often.
Well, you
To
are.
write.
You are just something else, aren't you?
L-O-U-V-E. L. See, I can do it.
Yeah, well.
Use my mouth for things
Yeah.
instead of my hands.
But can you sign your name?
L.
No, not really.
I have to do cursive everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do cursive?
I do.
Can you read cursive?
I can.
Listen, I was shocked the other day to find out a lot of people.
They don't teach it anymore.
Well,
They don't
anyways,
teach
let's
it.
get on to favorite things.
Oh, okay, wow. Cut me off.
Well, I'm just bored.
Okay.
Favorite things.
Favorite, lots of things to do and see. Favorite, all the things we love.
Listen, I don't want to talk about my finger anymore.
Yes, you do.
No, don't.
You don't want to talk about something you could use to victimize yourself and get attention from?
Of course not. Why
Oh,
would I do
really?
that? Oh, welcome back. It's favorite things. Although I have to say, that painkillers are now one of my favorite things.
Are you
and listen,
addicted?
I'm not one to take drugs. I'm not one to take drugs.
So you went to the hospital.
No, I didn't.
Well, then where did you get the painkillers?
On Aurora Avenue.
Oh my God.
No, I borrowed them from a friend.
Arlene?
No, Arlene does not do drugs.
Oh, which friend was this? Oh, I know what friend this is. This
You
is
do?
Big Susie.
Big Susie, yeah?
Yeah, she lives next door, right?
Well, not exactly next door, but she's in the neighborhood. I just called her up and said, "Hey, Sue." I said, I cut my finger off. And she said, "Really?" And I said, I'm kind of feeling like a lot of pain. And she
Yeah.
says, "Well, I could hook you up with something." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, what can you hook me up with?"
She got Vicodin.
No,
she
I'm
got...
not interested in any of that, really hardcore stuff like heroin or anything like that.
Well, I hope not.
No,
Otherwise, we're going to have a big problem on our hand.
I'm not that kind of gal.
Well, Ruby, starting a heroin addiction so late in your life would be very tragic.
It was. Listen, I'm always shocked when people take up smoking late in life.
They
you know?
do that?
And
Oh, God.
I know this gal.
Yeah.
She was like in her 50s and she started smoking, and I was
Oh
like,
my God.
and it's not like people smoke now. You know.
they
I mean,
vape.
it's not a thing.
They vape.
Well, even at that, there's not that much of that.
No, I mean, amongst the younger folk, there are lots of vapors. You probably just don't notice it.
Oh, they've got the vapors.
I've got the vapors.
Oh, dear.
My. Hello, mister. I got the vapors. So what did she give you? What painkiller did she give you?
Oh, some Advil.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's extra strength for a puppet.
it was extra strength.
But Advil probably is a bit more potent for someone your size, huh?
Well, I was worried about an overdose, so I
Oh,
just
I
took
see.
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how did you feel?
I didn't feel a whole lot.
Oh.
I mean, I'm still in pain. But I'm not going to talk about my pain anymore.
But your favorite
Even though
thing is
I had to
pain?
get it bandaged up. Do you see the bandaging? I went over to Arlene's and I said, "Arlene, I'm bleeding." And she said, "Well, I can see that." So she nursed me back to health a little
Oh,
bit.
I see.
Yeah.
Did she now?
Listen, she was just like, "What did you do,
She
Miss
was your
Ruby?"
guardian angel.
Oh, she is my guardian angel.
Oh, what would you do with that, Arlene?
I love Arlene.
Arlene's like the angel on your shoulder, and I'm like the devil on your shoulder.
Well, you're worse than the devil.
And then there's Big Susie.
Big Susie's my drug dealer.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
So wait a second. Your favorite thing's are painkillers, but that's as hard as you went?
Well, I think an Advil's pretty hard, isn't it?
Sure. Girl, it takes me 2 Advils just to get fucking rid of my headache at this point.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
That's your favorite thing?
yeah, painkillers.
That's all you got to say about it?
That's right.
Really?
Well, you seem so disappointed.
Well, you made it this whole thing. I thought you were going to say, well, Louvel, what I did was I went down to Big Sue's house and I raided her medicine cabinet. Let me tell you, a lady like her with all her ailments sure has a lot to do. So I thought you were going to tell me you got some perks, some, I don't know, Vicodins,
Oh.
a few different opioids that you could have used. But no, you tell me that you apparently, yeah, I don't know.
What kind of a person do you think I am, Louvel?
I don't know.
Lord.
I don't know who you are anymore.
I apparently think I'm some kind of a hardcore drug addict.
Well, you told me your favorite thing is painkillers. What do you think?
Is Advil not a painkiller?
Yes, but it's really not something to be favorited.
Well, it is when you're hurting.
Ruby, I think you're losing your luster, girl.
I'm not losing anything.
Except the tip of your finger.
What? I know I did.
You sure go in and out of this sob story very easily.
It really ruined my salad.
Well, did you eat the salad?
No.
What did it? So you just threw it away?
I was, by the time I went over to Arlene's and got myself all bandaged up.
wilted.
Yeah, well, that took a while, and then I had to go over to Big Sue's,
Get her.
get some Advil.
Girl, we have Advil at home.
Well, I didn't know where it was. I was looking all over for, something.
We got generic ibuprofen.
Oh, I don't like. I do not like generic drugs. No. No.
No generic drugs.
No
for
generic drugs for me.
Well, you're not a generic puppet.
No.
So it makes sense.
No, a generic is fine for you.
Yeah, it's cheaper and it does
Yeah.
exactly the same thing.
Well,
The only thing I will say, Advil tastes better.
How many are you eating?
I only have 2, but it's coated.
Christ.
It's coated.
Listen, that is crazy that you know what the taste
Are we
like.
going to get demonetized?
It is all I can do to just get them down the throat.
Is YouTube going to flag us for inappropriate conversations about drug paraphernalia?
Well,
Well, guess what? We weren't monetized to begin with, so oh well.
Well, you know, that's
Oh, well.
true.
It's true.
Oof. Anyways,
Oof.
yeah, it's been a really rough week.
Well, Ruby.
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do now that I've lost part of my finger.
I mean, you're just going to have to get a new finger.
You know, it makes it real hard to, flip people off and stuff. They're
Pinch,
like,
poke, owe me a Coke.
what?
We said flip people off at the same time. So
Did we?
I said pinch, poke, owe me a Coke.
Oh. Well, I don't do Coke. I do Pepsi usually. If I'm gonna do a cola, I do Pepsi.
Diet?
Oh hell no.
Really?
No, if I'm gonna drink that slop, I'm gonna get the real sugar.
She
man.
said slop.
Well, listen, it's not good for you.
I mean, nothing's good for you anymore.
Well,
Salads cut your fingers off.
No.
Well, girl, I think that we're just going to move along and forget that you did all this because no one really cares about your still a little sob story anymore.
Well, I find you very rude.
That's fine. At least I didn't cut your finger off.
Well, I bet you don't have anything favorites this week.
I sure do.
Oh, what?
Well, Ruby.
That stupid wig you're wearing?
No. I had a new costume arrive.
Really?
And I'm going to put it on the screen right here.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
I thought that I was going to do that.
What do you mean that?
Well, I'm going to be the editor this
Well,
week.
sure, but ta-da!
Oh, it's not there.
Yes, it will.
No, it's not.
Why?
Well, because I don't see it.
Well, it will be there later.
Oh, are you saying we'll
Girl,
do it in
keep
post?
up with this. Is the magic of television.
This isn't television.
Well, the magic of smell-o-vision.
This is not smell-o-vision.
Magic of, I don't know, YouTube.
Oh, well.
Video.
All right. I'll see what we can do.
Short form footage. I don't know.
All right.
Here it is.
You're crazy, you know that?
You're just going to put like a picture of like a nothing. You're just going to be like, here's nothing because I can't do it.
Well, you know.
I'm sure it's easy.
Oh, probably.
Right here.
I did see a picture of it.
It's fab, isn't it? Let me tell you something, folks.
It's something. It's really something.
I have to speak to all the drag fans out there for a second.
All right.
Y'all want us to wear the most fabulous things nowadays.
That's right.
Spend all this money.
Yeah.
But y'all don't give us enough appreciation when we wear things like that, because that costume took me at least 20 minutes to get into.
And it cost her over $1,000.
It was expensive.
Yeah.
It was
I
expensive.
know because she borrowed half of it from me.
Oh my God. Well, anyways, it took so
I
long.
don't know how she got the other half, but I suspect there was some sort of, oh,
What?
ow,
I was brushing my teeth.
oh. Well, all right. You are something else. You know that.
But it's a beautiful costume. Here it
Yep.
is.
Listen, we will put it on the screen.
Well, I'm just doing this to fuck with you now. I'm like, here it is.
Oh,
So every time I do that, you're going to be forced to
oh
put it on
my
the
Lord!
screen.
You are-
Well, right here.
Yeah, well.
It's a beautiful costume. I feel like a knight. A royal knight.
I couldn't believe how it was so reflective.
Right? So it's like this beautiful gold.
At first, I was like, "It's not gold," and then I was like, "Oh, it is gold.
It
It's
is
just,
gold.
it's just reflecting all
gold,
the
it's
colors
gold,
from
it's
around
gold,
you.
It's
It's
gold.
gorgeous.
It's solid gold.
It is not solid gold.
Maybe it is.
No, it's
You've
not.
never seen it?
No, it's
It'd
not.
be very heavy if it was solid gold.
Well, for that price, yeah.
Let me tell you though, it has like 50 different pieces.
Yeah.
So you have to put on
It takes hours to put on.
an arm like pauldrons.
Yeah.
Then armlets.
Wow.
Then you have to put on leg pieces.
Oof.
Then you put on the bodice, which
Yes.
it's a corset, so you have to be strung in. You have to undo it and redo it every single time.
So you have to have someone dress you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I usually have people undress me. I'm not used to people dressing me.
I noticed that you were having, that cute guy in their show.
Joel?
Yeah, he was taking your pictures.
What do you mean?
Well, he was taking the picture that you sent me.
Oh, how did you know?
Because he was in the mirror.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Well, of course, because you were
Oh.
only looking at yourself.
Well, of course.
Well, I see.
Why would I be looking at a piece of meat when I can just look at my beautiful, beautiful
Well,
knight?
Joel's pretty.
Joel's a very talented piece of meat.
He is pretty.
He's like a hot
talented.
dog that you throw in the air and it jiggles around and then it sticks a landing.
I don't even know what that means. Wow. That is ridiculous.
I don't know. Like if your hot dog could sing, and it could dance, it'd be a very talented piece of
I
meat.
do have to say, I do love watching Joel's Instagram.
Which one?
Oh, the one where he eats food.
Well, we already talked about this.
I know.
People need to bring that up again.
Well, I can bring it up as many times as I want.
Okay,
It's
well,
my
people are gonna
damn
get
show.
bored. I love Joel, but no one wants to hear it twice.
Well, they do.
This is
Because
old
honestly,
news.
it's really
Old news.
kind of cool. But anyway,
Eating food is cool.
Well, the way
I
he-
guess when you cut your fingers making salad, doing basic things like eating food probably is pretty cool.
well, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
But it's a beautiful costume, and you wish you could
you know,
have it.
what are you going to do with it, though? It's an awfully fabulous costume.
I'm gonna do a photo shoot,
Oh yeah.
and then I'm gonna do some kind of fun number in it.
Are you gonna do it in our our live taping?
Maybe I'll say, oh yeah, maybe I'll save it for that.
Oh, it would be fabulous. Do you have anything else you've liked this week? You know, I've been reading some wonderful books and.
While you were on painkillers?
Well, yeah, you know, they're much better when you're on Advil.
I guess that's what it takes to get her to read, is to dope her up on Advil.
Well, I don't actually read.
Oh,
I listen to books.
well then that's not reading.
Well, it is kind
It's
of.
listening.
Well,
I feel like I've seen this debate online.
really?
And I'm like, baby, if you're not reading the book, you're not reading a book, you're listening to the book.
Well, okay, I listened to a book
Okay.
called The Guncle.
Oh.
It's quite good, really.
I'm a
Apparently,
guncle.
they're going to make it into a film.
Oh.
It's about this washed up. Well, he's not really washed up, but he's kind of.
Washed up? Oh, I'm sorry. I heard washed up and I thought you were talking about yourself, so I just kind of tuned out.
Anyway, he's this. He was in a short. He was a very successful actor in a TV series.
Okay.
And then a good friend of his passes away.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, and he has to take her two kids,
Mm-hmm.
and give them a home during like a time that
Forever?
well, no, just while their dad gets their life
I
back
see,
together.
I see.
He lives in Palm Springs. He's
Oh.
he's a gay
Okay.
in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And with these two kids, and
Oh,
I
God.
mean,
We're talking about a cock block.
honestly, it's pretty funny though. It's a great.
Is it a fiction?
It is a fiction.
Oh, I love
But
it. I love
it's,
fiction.
It's a cute, funny, charming, and they call it The Guncle.
Well,
and
that's-
apparently there's also
Guncle.
a sequel that's come out, like The Guncle Abroad. So
Oh, that sounds fun.
well,
I'll have
it's
to
kind
read
of fun.
this.
And apparently they're making it into a film. So
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I kind of love that.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
fun.
watch that. I'm gonna listen. I'm
wait,
gonna read it.
Yeah, and a little bit, a little bit of comedy and charm. I loved
chuckle,
it.
chuckle, chuckle,
Yeah, I
chuckle.
loved it. I'm not all the way through it, but
Oh, you're not done yet.
well, it takes a while to listen to stuff.
Well, when you have your thoughts, I'm sure.
Well, I can
lots
listen.
of-
I can read a lot faster, but I'm trying to do other things while I'm listening. In fact, I was listening to it when I cut my finger off.
That again? Really? Oh, I cut my finger off. Oh.
I don't think
I bet there's not even anything underneath there.
I don't think you appreciate how.
I think you're faking this for attention.
I don't listen. Here's what I don't.
This
think,
is like, you know what this
Here's
is
what
like?
I don't think you understand.
You know what this is like?
This is what you don't understand. Is this brings up a lot of PTSD for me after having lost my legs in that terrible accident. You do not understand how it feels to lose parts of your body, and then you make me feel terrible about it all. I have PTSD, and this is terrible, and you don't appreciate what's going on with me right now.
Girl, get it together. It's just your finger.
Yes, but it reminds me of when I lost my legs.
Okay, folks. Well, I'm going to try to calm her down. We're going to go to miscellaneous, okay?
Put a missile
A missile?
with any anus.
Oh, Miss Ruby.
What you'll get is miscellaneous.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get back to it?
Yeah, I guess
Welcome
so.
back.
Welcome back. Here we are.
It's miscellaneous, apparently.
Yeah. You good?
I'm going to be straight with you.
I don't think that's possible.
I feel disrespected about my loss of my finger.
Okay.
I mean,
We're going to have to go to another break?
no.
Okay. You good?
I'm all right.
You got yourself together?
I have.
I know that you don't want to turn into packing peanuts. Like,
Listen, we're not going to talk about that today. Okay. So, what were we talking about?
well, it's miscellaneous now, Miss Ruby.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, put it down.
Oh, it hurts.
Well, it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Listen, I wanted to talk about. Have you heard the news?
Which news?
Yeah. Well, remember when I was in London last summer?
Yeah.
And I went and saw some shows.
Yeah.
And I went and saw Cabaret.
Willkommen, bienvenue.
Welcome.
Yeah.
It's Cabaret. It's Cabaret. It's Cabaret. Oh, and it was a really interesting production. I'd never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
They've basically gutted the theaters. Did you know that?
Yeah, they gutted
and
it.
they turned it into this wonderful
Kit Kat Club.
Yeah, the Kit Kat Club.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, so when they brought it back to New York with Eddie Redmayne, which honestly I love Eddie Redmayne, but I was not really. It wasn't important for me to see. Well, listen, I like him, but for me it wasn't. It wasn't. But I really wanted to see Adam Lambert.
I bet he was amazing.
Oh, listen.
Amazing.
That guy can do anything.
This was his first time on Broadway.
Well, it's surprising because
I don't
he
get
has
it.
always been a theater kid.
Always,
and in fact, I remember that
he was in
when
Wicked
he was
in Chicago or LA or LA. Was it?
And,
It was
and
LA.
I remember when Simon Cowell said he was too theater for
I know.
American Idol, and then he lost by
it's pathetic.
It was pathetic.
He was
But he won.
He won.
Let's face it, he won because in the end,
sings with
it's
Queen.
sort of like Jennifer Hudson.
Oh,
She
yeah.
came in 7th place and got an Oscar,
She was
an
7th
Emmy,
place
a Tony.
on American Idol?
She was 7th place.
Oh my God, Jennifer Hudson's one of the best singers.
Not
of our
only that,
generation.
she has gone on to be one of the youngest EGOTs in the history. She's
love
got an
Jennifer.
Oscar, she's got an Emmy, she's got a Grammy, she's got a Tony.
I love J Hud.
Yeah, and came in 7th place. So that'll tell you Simon Cowell doesn't know shit.
Ugh, he's gross.
Anyways, yeah. He was probably on the team that turned me down from being on the Muppets.
What?
And if he wasn't, somebody related to him was.
He just doesn't have good taste.
Anyways, back to
Cabaret.
Cabaret, yeah.
So you wanted to see Adam Lambert?
Well, I did.
Oh.
Because he's so good.
Yeah.
And I just knew he'd be great.
Yeah.
So I unfortunately, I was just not able to get it together.
Okay.
I had lots of things going this last fall and, early winter. But I heard that he's done with his run.
Yeah.
And you know who's taking his place?
I heard about this, but I'll let you talk about it.
Orville Peck.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Cool.
You seem less than excited about that.
I don't mind his music.
Oh, sure.
I like that song that he does with Kylie Minogue. Let me take you on a midnight ride. I like that one.
Yeah.
I find that his voice is a bit too much of a pastiche of Roy Orbison. And I don't know, he just kind of makes me roll my eyes sometimes.
Well, I adore him. So there.
And so the idea of him being in a stage show like Cabaret, singing that music, one, I don't think his voice is going to sound good at all. Unless he puts on unless the voice that he's doing is not his real voice in his music. I can't see that low voice translating to the MC at all.
Well,
And
I think it'll be fun.
is he going to be like, well, I got to keep on my mask?
No, actually, he's not. I was reading about it today.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to have the mask off.
But is he going to have like a makeup mask?
No, I think he's well. There's they have the makeup in the show. You haven't seen this production?
Well, I've seen the makeup because everybody has their own kind of different version of the makeup.
A little bit, yeah. But it's a great show. That was when I was sitting next to Kate Moss. Remember?
No.
Yeah, when
That
I was
must be
in London.
another tall tale.
No.
Or a little tail.
I believe I might have gotten COVID from her. Kate Moss. Yeah.
And how did she do that?
Well, she was in the theater, and then a couple of days later, I had COVID, so I assume it's Kate Moss.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I would say that let's not accuse Kate Moss of giving you COVID. Let's say she allegedly gave you COVID.
Well,
because Kate Moss could be very litigious and be like, I am not going to put up with this disgusting
well, she was there to see her
treatment."
good friend Carol Delvigny, who was playing Sally Bowles.
Is it Cara Delevingne?
Oh, I think it's Delvigny.
Cara Manella
That is not her name.
Delevingne.
Anyways, so she was there to see her.
Yeah.
She had her whole entourage with her. And
Okay.
they were sitting just a couple of rows down from me. And,
And you said,
Kate!
Hi, Kate!
Well, of course I did
Kate!
not.
Hi, Kate! Excuse me!
No, listen, I sent my people over to talk to her people.
What people do you have?
Well, my people.
And who are they?
Well, they were kicked out.
I
after
thought
they
so.
went over and talked to her people.
Oh, so you just hired some nice woman next. You said, hey, go talk to Kate
No,
Moss for me.
it was the two girls I was sitting with. I just had met them, and I said, why don't you go talk to their people, and then me and Kate can... Well, why are you doing that?
I'm tired.
You are tired, and I'm tired of you.
I met Kate Moss, and her people talk to my people. Oh, I'm special. I'm a little puppet who goes all over the world.
Well, I am special.
I like to go and do things, like go to Cabaret in London.
You're just jealous.
Was this the Europe trip?
Yes, of course.
Well, that's why I'm bitter still.
You are bitter. She's been bitter ever since I got home. I think she might have been bitter before I left. Yeah. Yeah.
The ringer that you put me through with that one.
Well, just because I made you take care of the dog while I was gone, it shouldn't have been a big deal. Listen, I cut your rent in half for that month.
You berated me in front of a whole audience full of people because I didn't throw you a surprise bon voyage party.
Well, you should have known to throw me a... I don't understand how you didn't get the message. The memo was as clear as day.
I'm not throwing you a party to do a vacation that I was not invited on when we are a partnership. You said, I'm going to Europe.
I don't think we're a partnership. I believe you are an employee.
No, this is the Punching Judys.
Right.
Do you remember the old name of the show?
Yes, it was the Miss Ruby and Friends.
And I renegotiated my contract.
Well, yes.
I said, Ruby, I am not going to be and friends anymore.
But who has the contract? The contract is with me.
But I signed the contract and did the terms that I would agreed upon as a
associate producer. We've gone through this. Associate of the executive producer. Associate producer. What part of associate producer don't you understand?
Partnership.
Oh, well. Anyways.
We are a duo.
Oh, well. Yeah.
We are a pair.
You're a pair.
Two big, fat, hairy...
Yeah, you're hairy and fat.
Coconuts.
Something.
Pairing.
I do not know what your issues are.
Us.
No.
And you said, I'm going to Europe without Louvel. And I said, really? That's what you're really going to do that?
Listen, I said you're welcome to come, but you had to pay your own way.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Why?
Because you wanted to go, and it was your idea.
Right, so I went, and it was my idea.
Well, you did. I'm younger than you. I can't afford those trips all the time. You have a whole life of ruby wealth to burn through.
And I'm going to burn through it. That's my plan.
So take me to Europe.
No.
Oh, my God, bitch.
No.
You're just jealous that I'll be more popular in Europe.
Well, among a certain clientele.
I mean, listen here. She likes to go to Europe because she is popular. One singular town in Lithuania. One singular town in Lithuania, for some reason, is where the majority of her YouTube theme song came. The Miss Ruby and Friends theme song, you know it. It's we kind of changed it for the show.
Yeah.
That one little town
Listen,
in Lithuania loved it so much they made it their national anthem.
Well,
and so
I have a key to the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a key to the city, and I'm an honorary citizen.
Yeah, and they even changed the name of the town for her. It's called Rubensborg.
Rubensborg, yeah. Yeah, that's true. And listen, there's not a Louvel floor over there. So
fine.
I don't see the point. I don't see
Well,
what you're making
I'm
such a big...
popular in other places.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
The
down at the
bathhouse,
park.
The bathhouse.
Yeah.
I have a very large...
Yeah, I know you
Well,
do.
listen, there's more men who are in the park than in that small town of Lithuania.
Well, that may be.
There's 8 people in that small town of Rubensborg.
It's Rubisborg.
Rubisborg?
Rubisborg.
Rubisvord?
F-O-R-D. Rubisford.
Ford.
Ford.
Vord.
You don't know how to speak Lithuanian very well.
I don't speak any other languages. I don't even speak English that well.
That's true.
Oh my God. Goodness me. Well, Cabaret.
Fair enough.
Well, so you're excited about Levi Peck? Orville Peck. That's right. Orville Redenbacher
You don't
Peck.
even know who he is.
Orville Redenbacher Peck.
No, he's Orville Peck.
That's why he sounds the way he does. 'Cause he's got popcorn in the back of his throat.
Oh, you know what? He's gonna hear this on the internet, and he's gonna be like, "That Louvel is a terrible human," which is something I could always say.
Orville,
She's a terrible human.
Orville, if you are listening, which you're not,
Yeah.
but for some reason you ever do, I think that you're probably a nice person.
Huh?
I like a few of your songs.
Yeah, and she gives me crap about calling Shakira Crystal or whatever. And then you're rude to Orville Peck.
Well, I don't like his popcorn, so.
Well, it's not. He doesn't have popcorn.
He should.
No, that's Orville Redenbacher.
I like him more than Orville Peck.
Well, no.
But you're gonna.
Hey, did you see Brandi Carlile and Elton John made an album together?
Oh, really?
Yes. It looks like it's
love
going to be
that.
good.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I
love both of them.
There.
I got to spend some time with Brandi.
Did you?
Yeah, we spent.
Honey.
I've told you this.
Honey.
I've told you
Honey.
this.
A bottle of brandy is not the same as spending time with Brandi Carlile. You might have had some time spent with Brandi, but that wasn't a person. That was a bottle of alcohol.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
She was in the kitchen going,
No, I spent, I know Brand. Listen, I'm a friend of her sister's. And
That's right.
We spent some time with her. And,
Well, we should have Brandi on the show.
Well, she's very busy.
Well, she could have some time to come and do an interview with us. Can you imagine Miss Brandi Carlile sitting right in the middle of this shit show?
No, actually, no.
We'd get in fights.
I could imagine her in your seat, though. Yes.
We would be arguing, and she'd just be like, and then she'd
listen,
run out.
Her sister Tiffany is I love you, Tiffany. Mwah! Is a lovely person.
Does Tiffany watch the show?
Well, I hope she does. I don't know if she does.
Yeah, I don't know
She
either.
may.
She might.
She might see this episode. You never know.
Well, I love Brandi.
But listen, I was watching. Here's a fun story, and it's actually a good story.
Okay.
When I worked with Tiffany for a while.
Yeah.
And Brandi was working with Elton John. This was way back when Brandi was just starting out.
Just a wee
and Elton was helping her with a song.
Okay.
And she called Tiffany up, and she said, "I'm just going to leave you this voice message, and you'll know what it is." And it was, and I got to listen to this, and it was her and Elton John working on a song together.
Oh, wow.
It was lovely.
And that's when Ruby said, "Call them back."
No.
And Ruby now claims ownership of the lyrics from that song.
I do not.
She said, "I wrote them."
No, listen.
You don't want to fess up to it.
That is not true.
You don't want to fess up to it. She tells me the story all the time. She says, I really was the one who wrote that song, and I don't appreciate that I am not.
You don't even know what song it was.
No, I don't.
Honestly, I don't even know what song it was.
I'm making it up.
I got to listen to it. It was really great.
I'm making
and
this shit
listen, I think she is genius, and
Brandi
I am
Carlile's
so
amazing.
proud of her.
Yeah.
Local girl here
Local
in the Seattle area,
Yeah.
and I got to go to a couple of private concerts that they gave down in Ballard.
Yeah.
And I got to spend an evening visit, and you could not. A nicer person you could not meet,
I bet.
honestly.
Well,
and she deserves all the success she's getting.
Amen.
And I'm really thrilled for her and Elton's new album.
And we love lesbians.
Well, I do love lesbians.
And I love to see lesbian success.
Yeah.
Lesbians deserve the world. Lesbians are perfect. I love lesbians. Lesbians are my favorite thing on this planet. Every time I have a problem, I know that there's a lesbian who could solve it.
Really?
Yeah.
I will listen, to be serious for just a moment.
Yeah.
Let me have this girl.
Okay.
I went through the AIDS crisis in the 80s.
Yeah.
And, our people, gay men, were really devastated,
Yeah.
and it was very
Yeah.
hard to organize
Yeah.
when everyone was getting so sick.
Right.
And I will say that our lesbian sisters were there for us.
They were our caretakers.
They were our caretakers. They organized. They made sure that our people were taken care of, and they deserve love and respect, and they get it from me.
You know what I want to say?
What?
The thing that bums me out the most is that, like, there's maybe like 5 lesbian bars in this entire country now.
Well, it is problematic.
And one of the only lesbian bars in the country is here in
Wild
Seattle.
Rose,
the
isn't
Wild
it?
Rose, and it's
Yeah.
one of the oldest too.
Yeah. It's a fun bar. I like it.
It's a
Yeah.
great time.
Yeah.
But I also want to just take a second because one of the owners of the Wild Rose passed
I
away.
heard about this.
And Shelley Brothers.
Yes.
She was a huge contributor to our community.
Yes.
And she gave a space for gay women to assemble and live their life authentically.
Well, and have fun. And honestly, they were always nice to us gay men as well.
Yeah.
Although it's really
yeah.
a women's space, and it
Yeah.
needs to be honored as
Absolutely.
such.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
They love good drag queen once in a while. Let me tell you something.
I went to a puppet event there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was great. It was a
Yeah.
shadow puppet show.
Oh, I
and
love
it's
that.
Great. Yeah.
I've hosted a few birthday parties for lesbians.
Yeah.
And they take such good care of me.
Yeah.
They're like,
Well, somebody needs to.
right? I
don't.
I love a lesbian. I love lesbians. One of my best friends growing up was a lesbian.
Yeah. Hey, Big Sue's a lesbian.
Big Sue's a lesbian.
Yeah.
I was good friends with a lesbian rugby player, and when I went after the game to their big party, I drank from the big lesbian boot. It's like a rugby tradition to,
Well, of course you did.
shoot alcohol from a big boot. And I drank from the boot. All these girls around me, and they were cheering me on. I was like the
Yeah.
only gay in the gay man in the
Well,
building. It was so much
yeah,
fun.
they were all
I love a lesbian.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
Listen,
lesbians. I love you.
I love the
I thank
lesbians.
you so much for being amazing
Yep.
women,
Yep.
for strong women,
Yep.
and for all the bullshit that you have to put up with from us fucking gay men.
Yeah.
Because gay men are
Well,
always
and all the
nice.
misogyny you have to put up from the rest of the fucking
Exactly,
world.
exactly.
So, anyways,
We
should
love
we get
lesbians.
Should we get on to bad advice,
Let's
darling?
do it. All right.
All right. Bad advice.
Love you, lesbians.
We told you once and we told you twice. We can't recommend our bad advice. We can't recommend our bad advice.
Rolling.
Rolling in the bad advice. Woo.
Rolling.
Rolling. Rolling in the bad advice.
All right,
Woo.
so let's see what we got.
Listen, I love the bad advice.
I'll be honest. I like that we're only doing one now.
Yeah, well,
It gives us more time to give to this person.
that's right. And to talk about other stuff.
and to talk about other shit.
Because
Cool.
we always end up going off track. Let's face it.
Yeah.
It's kind of our brand.
Well, should we get
Ouch,
into it, girl?
Excuse me. Okay. It hurts. Well, it does.
Hi, Judys.
Hi.
Greetings from Colorado.
Oh, well, hello, Colorado.
I need some advice about taking sponsors, like alcoholic sponsors, like AA, like
Oh,
Alcoholics
what?
Anonymous. Well, let's see. I'm producing a music festival in
Oh.
spring, which requires sponsors to mount. They get some exposure and advertising, and we get money to put up the event.
Oh.
I've approached by an exotic animal zoo, not unlike the one that was featured on Tiger King.
What's Tiger King? What is that?
Are you kidding me?
Do I not know something?
Girl, this was like a whole cultural phenomena in 2020 about that guy.
Oh,
with the,
well,
that
I was
weird
in a
guy,
box all through
That
2020.
weird guy with a mullet,
Oh,
Joe Exotic, and the Tiger King. I don't want to get into it. It's,
Oh.
it's a lot, but let's.
listen, I was in a box during 2020, remember?
You're in a box now. I've never been to their facility. Okay, let's go back.
Okay.
I've been approached by an exotic animal zoo, not
Okay.
unlike the one that was featured on Tiger King.
Okay.
I've never been to their facility, but I really don't like caging up these rare animals as a tourist attraction.
Well, I agree.
I think those animals deserve to be free and live in their natural habitat. They want to be our main sponsor, which means they're offering a lot of money. I don't have another main sponsor lined up yet, so I'm really torn. Do I take the money and run despite hating their business, or do I decline with a sense of integrity? You gals have any insight on dealing with shady sponsors? Thank you. Annie Malls Be Free.
Oh, well.
Well, Miss Malls.
We don't
Balls
have
Be
any
Free.
sponsors, shady or otherwise, really.
Well, Annie, I think it's important to stick to your morals.
Oh, yeah.
To hold on to those things that you believe in this life, because if you don't have your integrity, you have nothing. So what I'm going to tell you to do is this. You're going to take the money. You're going to then, the day of the thing,
Ah.
mysteriously sabotage every little thing that they have to advertise with. So if they come with a banner, you're going to accidentally lose the banner. If they come with a petting zoo, you're going to let the animals out of the petting zoo. They're going to run free. They're going to go wild. You're going to hop on the back of a cheetah.
As free as the wind
Dun, 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 dun,
as free as the grass
dun, dun,
grows.
dun, dun, dun.
Hey, do you remember that? You didn't write. You probably don't know what that song's from.
I have no idea.
No,
Lassie?
you don't. You're too way
horse-
too young.
A horse movie?
No, it was called Born Free, and it was about this woman in Africa. I believe her name was Jane Addamson or something.
Okay.
And she was raising the tiger cubs.
Oh.
And then she would let them go because they were born free, as free as the wind blows. Anyways, it was back there in the.
So what you're saying is Annie should turn that song on while she's letting the tigers and all the animals free. Born free.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Yeah. So get the money and then sabotage them. I think that's a good idea.
I'm torn.
Are you?
I'm cut, but I'm mostly torn about the whole idea. I mean, I hate to bring up this whole thing again, but I'm feeling that maybe taking the money is unethical.
Well, yes, but that's why you take the money and then sabotage them.
Yeah, but you'd have to take really to be ethical, you'd need to take the money and spend it on, some kind of animal rescue.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just being a selfish eco-terrorist of some sort.
Well, I love Selfish Eco-Terrorists. In fact, that's the name of my band.
That's
We are the Selfish Eco-Terrorists!
That seems about right. Somehow that seems just about right for you.
Well, yeah, hey, you know what? You take what you get.
Yeah, you take everything.
Exactly. I have no morals or any values.
No, that's true.
So if I need to sabotage to save the animals but also get the money, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I would be real torn about that.
Well, what would you do?
I said,
Annie's waiting for your advice, Miss Ruby.
Well, hello, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
Hey. I would not take the money.
Okay.
And I would still let the animals go.
So you're instead of a selfish eco-terrorist, you're a selfless eco-terrorist.
That's right.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, hey, there's different types of. You're more of a lawful good. Well, and I'm more of a chaotic evil.
I was singing that song, Born Free.
Born Free.
And that seems like a great idea, just to let them go. But, a lot of those animals, these aren't...
they die in the wild.
These parts aren't their wilds,
No, my parts are pretty wild, but I get it.
Yeah, your parts are wild.
Oh, when you're like me and you never know what's down there.
Well, at least you've still got your parts left.
Oh, my God. Let's see how much sympathy I can get right now. Not enough.
Oh, that's right.
There's a tear. Got a tear from somebody in the audience. My God.
Wait till something happens to you and I'm supposed to feel all...
I hurt myself all the time. I don't even talk about it.
Oh, you do not.
Do you see the bruises on my body?
No, I see the tattoos.
Well, that hurt too.
Well, you did that on purpose.
Girl, I'm trying to see if I have an injury right now.
You do not.
Ow.
You don't. You're just trying to steal my
Ow.
my sympathy.
Oh, here we go. Here. Boom. Ow. Oh, my finger. I want everyone to feel bad for me. Oh my God, my finger. You know what this reminds me of? When I stubbed my toe when I was in 2nd grade. My finger's gonna fall off and turn blue. I have to get another one. I can't get another one. I'm not a puppet. I'm okay. I reset to myself. Yeah.
You are ridiculous.
I'm gonna get back to Annie because I know that
You are ridiculous.
Annie is waiting for us. We are her loyal guardians of the animals, and she is entrusting her vision upon us. So I'm gonna be selfless. I'm gonna hold myself together as best as I can. And we're going to talk about Annie's problem some more. Annie, I think the thing is this.
Listen, you're crazy.
Yes.
And that's a fact.
Annie, I think you need to be more chaotic good instead of lawful good. Do you know about this? The chart, it's like chaotic evil, chaotic good, chaotic neutral.
No, I've not
There's
heard of
good,
that.
neutral, evil.
Seems like you're all of them.
Well, I'm chaotic good. I'm chaotic good. I
okay.
think. Yeah. I like to be. I like to do good, but also be chaotic.
No.
Though honestly, maybe I'm chaotic neutral. I don't know. I could be bad too.
But that is a fact.
You're more lawful good in this situation, where you're like,
Well,
no, you're kind of actually you're chaotic good because you want to break all the animals and you're doing good. I'm like,
I don't want to break the animals.
We don't.
I feel like we need to find a place for them to go.
Well, Annie, release them.
So,
That's
Annie?
that's the one thing we can agree on here is you're gonna have to release those animals.
Annie, I've got an idea.
What? Bring them here. Give them to us.
No.
Yes.
No.
You have a backyard.
No.
We have a backyard.
We don't have a yard.
We have a backyard.
Well, not really.
It's like a little lot.
Yeah, but not very big.
Well,
not for a whole bunch of animals.
It could have a giraffe.
Yeah. Puh.
I'd love a giraffe.
Yeah.
Annie, you need to let me know if there's a ginkajou in the animal sanctuary thing.
Why?
A ginkajou? Do you even know what a ginkajou is?
No.
Like this. You're going to have to do a ginkajou picture now.
Is that even a thing?
It's a real animal. It's so cute. It's this little tiny, like, marsupial-looking animal, and it's adorable. They're called honey bears. It's a ginkajou.
Is it that like that honey something don't give?
No, that's a honey badger. This is a
Oh.
ginkajou, baby.
Oh.
The ginkajou. It's not Pikachu. It's a ginkajou.
I think you're just making that up.
No, it's real. It's right here.
It is not. You know what? I'm not filling that in.
Yeah, you have to.
No, I'm not.
It's right here,
No,
Ruby.
no.
They're waiting to see
No,
it.
it's not.
Oh my God!
You
it's
can
really...
just Google that yourself.
No, we're getting a ginkajou right here.
You are crazy.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Lord have mercy on
I don't
our
know about
souls.
you.
This episode's been kind of wacky today, hasn't it?
Well, I feel like it's because you got your hair cut off.
Oh yeah, I cut off my sanity.
Yeah.
Oh, what little I had left.
Well,
Annie, I guess that's the best we're gonna give you.
I just don't. This is Annie. I just don't. There's nothing to say really.
No.
I mean, I would not take the money.
Come on, take the money. And
But
run.
if you want bad advice, I'd take the money.
Oh,
and
rob
I
them.
would, sell the animals for fur and be a terrible human.
Ruby, you would hurt those innocent animals?
Well, no, but I mean, we're supposed to give bad advice.
But that's like, we don't talk about that. That's beyond the pale of bad advice.
Is it?
She's disgusting, America.
You're the one who always wants to kill everybody.
I am so sorry that you had to witness this
Ah!
Ow! My finger! I am so sorry that you had to witness the vile, disgusting, animal-hating bitch that you... Ow! You're an animal yourself. Ew, girl, you better get away from me. Get back! Get back! Get back! Oh my God! Oh.
Listen, this is the stupidest question I've ever had to answer.
Well-
Annie, I just never really give shit.
Annie, just release the animals. I don't care if you take the money. If you're desperate, take it.
I don't take the money.
Get like the florist to sponsor, the local florist to do that.
You know what? If you can't come up with the money, don't do the damn thing.
Wow.
No, listen. If your choice is do the thing or
Take the blood money.
take the blood money, then don't do the thing.
What if the blood money's a lot?
I mean, we've canceled a few things because we were, feeling...
We didn't take the blood money, did we?
No.
We need some blood money offered to us, though.
No,
I might consider it.
You know me. I would... since I'm the executive producer, I would say no.
And I would say, well, guess what? I'm going to bypass Ruby. I'm going to put on my own show and take
Which
the money.
would be like when you got chased down by the pirates and they wanted to take your kidneys.
Fair enough.
And I had to save you.
Yeah, okay.
With the $743.67 you still owe me.
Oh my God. Well, it's gonna take a while.
Well, That's
I'm
probably
working
true.
it off with this podcast.
That's right.
She has a very long bill for me. That every podcast, I think it's a cent off of the.
Oh,
off
it's
the
a little
total.
more than that.
It's like maybe $1.50.
It's about $100.
100?
Yes.
Girl, it's like $1.50.
I pay you $100
You
for every...
don't pay me shit for this show.
Well, I do. I take it off of what you owe me.
Okay, fair enough. She pays me.
Well, it's essentially pay.
Listen, there are no workers' comp rights in this company. I have no one to advocate for me when I'm sick. Ruby is a
You are sick.
Ruby is a horrible boss.
Yeah. Well, you're a terrible employee.
Oh my god. Well, I guess we're at the end, aren't we?
I'm done.
I'm done too.
I'm done with you.
I'm
and
delirious. I'm delirious.
Listen, I don't even know if this stuck to the, to the internet, the digital. There may be nothing on the tapes when I go look at them.
Oh, I hope not. That'd be awful. We'd have to redo it again.
Well, that would be really whack.
I don't think I can produce.
I can't take another minute of you.
I can't take. Well, girl, here's the thing. I hope that you have a speedy recovery.
No, I hope so too.
I hope that your finger grows back.
Yes, I hope so too.
Because I cannot stand another fucking week of you acting this way. So for the sake of all of us on this planet, please pray for Miss Ruby's hand because she is insufferable. It's all she talks about. You know what she's been doing? She refuses to do any work at home right now because she's like, Louvel, I can't grab the mop because my finger hurts. I can't do the dishes because my finger hurts. I can't vacuum because my finger hurts.
I need to keep it.
I can't cook anymore because my finger hurts. Can you cook for me? Louvel, I can't flush. Can you flush for me? My finger hurts.
That's not true.
You don't do anything anymore, all because your little tiny finger hurts.
Well, it hurts.
So for the sake of my sanity and for all of us on this beautiful blue earth that we call...
Pray for Ruby.
Pray for Ruby. Prayers for Ruby. Hashtag prayers for Ruby. Because, baby, I can't deal this anymore. It's too much.
Well,
it's too much. She is insane.
Listen.
What?
Thank you. Thank you for your kindness and your prayers.
Thoughts and prayers, baby. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. All right, so I guess that's it.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah, that's murder she wrote.
That's murder she wrote.
Yeah.
We did not murder tonight.
No, there was no murder.
But we did talk a lot.
Well, we did.
And I did murder your feelings at least one point.
You really did.
Well, it's
But
probably
listen, I forgive you.
You're stronger
I
because of it.
forgive you.
I'm breaking you down to build you up stronger.
Well, that's a thought.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's true, but
Well.
it's a thought.
Well,
It's an excuse
the time has come.
to say goodnight.
It's later than you think.
Don't you know? We've had some laughs
Shared some fun.
and toasted with some drinks.
Until next time we have to say, whenever that may be, please do that thing we always ask.
And please subscribe
for
free.
All right, everybody, goodbye, good morning,
Good night,
hello,
Louvel.
bye.
Good night.
Please pray for her finger. Bye.